Black social media has been infiltrated. And I'm not just talking about bots. I'm talking about infiltrated with disinformation and misinformation. In particular, as it relates to Senator Kamala Harris, she has been the target of so much disinformation, smears, fake news, all of that stuff. And it's really sickening to watch how bad it's taken root within our Black social media networks. We have to stop being what I call meme form, which is you see a meme and that's all you need to know to make you feel like you know it all. You don't know where the meme came from. You don't know if anything in the meme is facts, but you saw a meme, so boom, I know it. You saw a caption, I know. You didn't click on a link, you didn't click on the video, but now you know all there is to know. We have to stop that. We have to stop being belligerently ignorant, which means you're misinformed, but when confronted with the facts, you're going to stick with that misinformation. It's okay to learn something new. It's okay to have not known, and then now you know, and you can go for it. You can do better. You can say better. That's okay, people. And, you know, this is so troubling to me because there was an organization that staged a protest against Kamala in North Carolina. Only 10 people showed up, so Twitter is not real life. But what disturbs me the most about it is not the fact that there was a protest, but the basis of that. I looked through the Twitter account, and there was nothing but lies, smears. So I'm thinking, did you guys really stage a protest off of misinformation, disinformation, and smears? Really? You believe this stuff, and then you went on and had a whole ass protest behind it? How does that make sense? So I'm issuing these challenges to any organization that purports to be for the advancement of Black people. Come talk to me if you got a problem with Kamala Harris's record. I will debate you. I'm a Black woman. I will debate you. Okay, I'll debate you live on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, wherever you choose. Let's go toe to toe, me and you, because I have the facts. I'm very confident in the facts. I have receipts. I've been posting about it for months. And so if you want to put stuff out there, be prepared to debate me on it, because what you're saying is not true, and I'm tired of it. And we're going to not just talk about the smears, we're going to talk about her accomplishments too, because there are plenty of those, and that's what people don't want you to talk about. They don't want you to talk about all the things that she's done that's positive. They only want you to talk about and spread smears. And so we're going to do better, Black people. Kamala Harris can win if we stop this crabs in a barrel mentality and get our act together. So I said, we're not going to just talk about the smears. We're going to talk about the accomplishments. So let's get to the accomplishments first, because I know that's the last thing y'all want to talk about, but we're going to talk about it. Y'all don't want to talk about the fact that Kamala Harris was the first Black woman, first Black person to be elected district attorney in San Francisco in 148-year history. You don't want to talk about the fact that Kamala Harris was the first Black woman, first woman to be elected attorney general in the state of California in 160 years. Y'all don't want to talk about the fact that Kamala Harris was the first Black woman, first Black person, first woman of Asian descent as well, to be elected to the U.S. Senate from the state of California in 167 years. Y'all don't want to talk about that. Y'all don't want to have that conversation, but we're going to have that conversation. I put together several threads, and I've only scratched the surface because there's so much information out there, and it takes a lot of time to put it in 280 character tweets so y'all can digest it in bite-sized pieces. And I'm not getting paid. I just do this because I'm a Black woman who wants to see another Black woman win because she's the most qualified person to be elected president of the United States. That's why I do it. Okay? To be clear. So I put together these threads. I put together a thread on her attorney general record. It's very extensive. It goes almost chronologically about all the accomplishments and things that she put in place there. Things like Back on Track. Things like creating the Bureau of Children's Justice. Things like creating the mortgage strike task force. Things like getting a $20 billion settlement for homeowners in California. Things like that. They don't want you to talk about. Okay? I put together a thread on her Senate record. She has introduced almost all of her policies that she's introduced as president, or proposals, she's working on it in the Senate. So we're going to have that conversation about her record. We're not going to only talk about the cherry-picked crap, the bullshit that y'all want to put out there and lie on Kamala Harris about. We're going to talk about what she's accomplished, because she's a very accomplished person. She was an accomplished DA, AG, and senator, and y'all going to put some respect on her damn name. Now let's get to the lies. There are so many of them, and I know every single last one of them before it even come out your mouth. Okay? I've been having this conversation with y'all for months. And you just go down the list. You start off with one thing, boom, I refute that next thing. Then it finally come out, you just don't like her. You don't like her because of lies, but you're going to stick with that. Okay, that's fine. If you don't like Kamala Harris, that's fine. But don't sit up here and lie on her And so I've put together some threads as well on this. And I'm not done. And listen, I'm not going to put everything out there that I have because I'm not going to amplify some of this bullshit y'all got out there. But trust and believe, if it hits the mainstream, I'm going to be on your ass with this disinformation debunking that I've done. I have some videos stored in the chamber that will come out if they need to come out. But the stuff that has hit the mainstream because of Tulsi Gabbard and Biden, I do have videos to address that. I have videos to address and I have threads to address the truancy stuff too that y'all like to throw out there. So let's have a conversation on the facts. Okay? And a lot of y'all come up in my comments and you just repeat the same false shit that I've just refuted. Don't do that. Don't do that. If we're going to have a conversation, let's have a conversation on the facts. And the facts only. And if you don't like her, you don't have to like her. But you are not entitled to your own set of facts. Period.